Well, good evening.
Hello, everybody.
Yes, you did see us briefly. I'm wearing my Cartoon World jacket. I should have been wearing it last week, really, shouldn't I? The last time we did this.
But you were wearing this. Now, that doesn't look right now, does it? No, I know. This again.
On the last gig,
going on?
I was wearing that shirt because I forgot all of my clothes.
I wore this shirt to the gig. So I'll borrow this for the second set. It has come home with me and it's had a wash and I've ironed it.
It's had a thorough wash.
And I'm wearing it again. Thought we better explain that properly. It's a very comfortable shirt.
It was a very comfortable shirt.
It does actually belong to Paul.
It's that sort of band. We just all swap clothes all the time.
My granddaughter would say it's good to share.
Yes, it is. It is.
There we are.
Welcome, everyone. Nice to see so many people here. Rick, Ingo, Paul. Is there anyone I've forgotten here? Not yet. Hopefully a few more people will jump in. Well, actually, funny enough, I was talking to Dave up in Birmingham because I dropped in on him because I sent him a box set and the Royal Mail promptly lost it altogether. So I actually dropped it into him in Birmingham, and he was saying, I catch all the live streams, but he's not one of the ones that comes on and chats, you see. Right. So there are people in the background.
Yes, and people watch it later on.
Quite a few people catch up on them later on, Yeah, that's right. Aye, so it's good. So the gig on the South Coast was good, was it?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. What a lovely venue.
Yeah, great venue.
Beautiful theatre, and the staff were great. Staff were lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it all went very well.
Yeah.
Really nice atmosphere.
Yeah, it was. We're still going to hold off on the competition, okay? That's mainly because we've run out of prizes because you guys have everything. But hopefully before too long we will get some we'll get some new product of some description anyway. We'll find you something else to give away. So we're going to hold off on that at the moment. We've got no record spin either at the moment because we are going to play quite a few songs, and I of course was talking about my new album last week, and most people know that I've got a new album coming. We're a cool 20 songs into it now. There are 20 tracks on the track list. I think that's it. I don't think we need any more. Partway through, right towards the end, I decided because there are 4 key people on. It's not key singers in it, and it's not all the singers that there are. I would say because Lorna's on it as well, but she only has a couple of little parts. She has a part in the beginning and a part near the end. But the 4 key singers are, of course, Elaine Gilmore. I don't know if you've heard of Elaine Gilmore, but she's just this amazing singer.
It's her again.
And she's going to be the voice of womankind, or the voice of Eve and all her descendants. So she speaks for the whole of the female race. Basically,
absolutely.
And then the guy who is going to be Adam and speaks for all of man, all of the race of man, is Lyndon Morgans from Song Dog, who's a brilliant writer in his own way, but he's got a great voice, and he's going to do all of the mankind voices. I am going to do Gordon the God, who is not very well behaved, so that suits me down to a T. And then and Danielle is going to play the big boss god, who is my boss.
Fabulous.
Yes, and tells me off, and I get into trouble, and then I plead for my position back, and we'll see what happens at the end of it. But because there are these 4 characters in it, I thought, well, the guys have got loads of songs, but the girls haven't got a song of their own. And I thought, when we come to do this on the gig, you're going to be standing there going, "Ooh, the guys have all the fun, don't they? Get
playing
all
with
the
my
songs."
fig leaves.
Yeah.
I said to Paul, I have to source some fig leaves. It is fig leaves.
It is fig leaves, yeah.
And he said, well, they'll have to be bloody big ones.
The cheeky monkey.
Charm.
Cheeky
Charmed,
monkey.
I'm sure.
Oh, I know. So I was thinking that I played you a couple of things from this album before, but I thought I would play you the demo version. Now, this is a demo version of the song Elena's going to sing. So bear in mind, this is not in my key, okay? I was inspired by watching this documentary of Songs in the Key of Life, Stevie Wonder. When I was looking at it, I was going, oh, look at all those chords you're using and everything. I need to do a little bit more of that. But it also came out sounding quite a little bit like Earth, Wind and Fire. And it is a plea from the woman going, can we have some fair play in here? You know, rather than it being this man's world, can we have a bit of fair play? I have been patient, but I'll be patient no bloody longer. That's pretty much it. Anyway, I'm going to find the song, and I hope you enjoy it. Great fun doing it. It's going to be great fun. There's going to be brass on it. There's going to be probably strings on it as well.
Gorgeous.
There's lots of backing vocals and lots of hard chords. I would say that. Lots of hard chords. So this is just about to arrive here, and I will turn our mic off so that we don't get too much. And this is called Come Summer, in brackets, The Patience of Eve. Here we go. There we go. So Elaine's going to have a lot of fun singing that. It's not going to be a short session.
It's not.
It's going to be a long session.
Take 2. Take 3.
Yeah, some quite difficult things in there because some of the chords don't quite go where you would expect them to go. They kind of just momentarily change key and then come back again. So yeah,
that's the nice thing about it, though. Challenging. Brilliant track, Al.
Ah, thank you. Yeah, love the jazz chords. Yeah, I thought you would, Rick. That's right up your street, isn't it? And Mike, yes, okay. Sorry, we're going to be missing you, Mike. You've got a meeting, but yeah, good to see you the other day.
Yeah. Can catch up.
Yeah.
Catch up later.
Yeah, catch up later. So we're going to pick up. We'll see how far we get this week. I've got my Cartoon World jacket on, and we're going to pick up. We got as far as the end of space, didn't we? Mm-hmm. And so we were going to pick up after that. And I think the one after that is This Is a New Low. Of course, This Is a New Low was one of the first songs that was written. It was written by Relay, and I don't know if Chris is on here tonight, but it was quite funny because when we wrote these songs originally by Relay, so like Magic Money Tree, I started it, I passed it on to James, he wrote a bit, passed it on to Chris, he wrote a bit, and the rules were that nobody had a say in anyone else's stuff, that they were free to do exactly what they wanted to do, and the same with This Is a New Low. But when we came to write afterwards,
going to go on.
Oh, sorry. Get some water.
I've got a little tickle, Betty.
When we came to write some of the later songs, I just immediately assumed that we would continue doing that, and then Chris was going, "Hey, but I don't like that bit. I want to change it, etc." And I'm going, "Oh, you want to change it, right? I'm not sure about those words." so it took me a little while to get my head around the idea that yes, actually, a co-write is a co-write, and everyone should have a wee bit of input into everything. That's how you kind of make things better. We did have some unresolved issues. I don't think we ever resolved the issues in Oppenheimer. Really, we just had to agree to disagree. But in my defense, Chris said no one will like it. It will never. It'll pass people by altogether. And it was a #1 on the Heritage chart. So I went, ta-da! Okay, I rest my case.
Absolutely, results.
Yeah, so I like that one. That's very good. So I think maybe what we should do is pick up where we left off. I'm just going to move this back to where it should be. With This Is a New Low. Very dystopian kind of thing. About how low can you go, basically, and the video itself is even more dystopian, because the video itself shows us leaving Earth, and basically the idea is we can't go back. That's it. We messed it up completely. So here we go. This is a New Low, the video, if I can find it. Yeah, here it is, up on screen. Okay, sorry about that. I think I know what that is. That is an old video that I'm surprised that is doing that. I'll tell you what, we'll just persevere. I'll put it back on screen one more little bit, and we'll just see if it behaves itself. Here we go. This is
like they are for a reason. We set the bar down too far. This is a new low. We're digging ourselves a bigger hole. The sea has foretold the stories forebold. So don't go down that road. This is a new road. Far, far behind the chaos of our times. We could have seen the signs, but we weren't listening. Get up, get out of bed. The life you knew is dead. All the cages in the red, while you're still sleeping. Go anywhere, just don't go there. 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 I feel my head spin round. I feel my head spin round. Don't dig a hole, says the cautionary tale. You're kicking the curbstones, rising up on the flagstones. Nothing kills you faster than curiosity. Don't go down that road. This is a new road.
Something in the back of his mind said, go back. This is not you. This is not the place you are searching for. You left that place far behind, long, long ago. I repeat, this is not the place you are searching for. This is not a high. I repeat, this is not a high. This is a new low. I repeat, this is a new low.
I feel my head spin round. I feel my head spin round. This is a new road. Just don't go there. This is a new road. Just don't go there. This is a new road. Just don't go there. This is a new road. Just don't go there. This is a new
So there we are, just coming back down to us. Sorry, I was talking earlier and just saying I was going to find a new version of the video, but I'd forgotten to switch the mic on. So everything that went so swimmingly last time Elaine and I were on this were on this live stream has all gone wrong today.
I think you need a holiday, maybe.
I need a holiday. Hey, tomorrow night late. That is where I'm going.
It's okay.
So interesting there at the end of that video, because on Cartoon World that song would have stopped by then because all of the songs slammed into each other. So that was the longer version that faded out a little bit. So you heard a few more notes of my guitar solo at the end there.
And lovely notes they were.
Ah, lovely notes. Next up, we have Broken, which is co-write with Darren Parry. Now, apparently this has over 4 million views on TikTok. I've no idea how that's happened because I didn't put it up on TikTok. Somebody else has used it for something and it's gone viral. Well, okay, that's fair enough. I think.
There we are. TikTok away.
TikTok away.
I think it's a lovely song. It's really believable. You know, James's voice. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm heartbroken. You know, it's lovely. Really
Yeah.
lovely song.
Yeah. And I think Darren wrote the chorus. I think James wrote the verses. I mean, we kind of thrashed it out while they were here. They thrashed out some other stuff. But I wasn't involved at that point. I was involved in the fact that I was recording it and I was playing a lot of the stuff on it. But I wasn't involved in the writing at that point. The only reason I got involved in writing when it came to Cartoon World is because this song became a will we or won't we? Does it fit on the album? Should it be there? And it was like the plus points were across. It was a great song. It's an emotive song, and I know James always wants at least one of them on an album. But we kind of felt that it didn't fit as well. And I think I was on holiday in Ireland. It's always on holiday, and I'm always on bloody holiday. And we were playing the whole album in the car, and it was like really when it was in its quite early stages. I think Lorna said, she said, the only thing about that song, she said, is every other song is like global. Everything has some global connotations, except that song, and it doesn't have it. And she said it would be really nice if you managed to do that, if you got some lines in that made it more global. So I kind of rewrote the second verse so that we were standing on the edge of, you know, humanity and the burning city and all of that sort of stuff. To make it a wee bit more global, so it wasn't just a relationship that was broken; it was a whole world that was broken. And in fact, there is one of Leah's cartoons. Hang on, so let me see if I can find this. Oh yeah, I'm all over the place. All over the place now because I had to go and find that other one. Yeah, keeping up with the Korgis. Where is the broken thing? There is a broken one here somewhere. Oh yeah, this is it. Up on screen. Nigel's, I think it was Nigel's keyboard. Yes. That was the Magic Money Tree. There's another one. Nigel has a broken keyboard. I think it's this. Is it this one? Oh, geez, I can't see this. Hang on. Somewhere, I'm sure there was a pic of Nigel with his keyboard and bits. Maybe it is on this one. Let's have a little look. Any day. Go on, you can do it. I think it was the other one. Yeah, Nigel suddenly notices the fruit of his magic money tree and realizes he can now pay for his new keyboard. So it was his broken keyboard there. I think the other one, oh yeah, it was this one, wasn't it? Because in his head, he's looking at a broken keyboard. That's what it is. That's his broken keyboard there.
All right.
Okay, so that was a cartoon who went with the song Broken. I know, pretty tenuous, but then all the cartoons were meant to be very tenuous.
Yeah.
They weren't really meant to be describing the songs. They were meant to be a kind of alternative line that went along with it. So let's find the video for Broken, shall we? Hang on. Somewhere here, it is here. It goes to Broken. Here it is, coming at you.
Thinking about the times when we were good together, seemed so far away. I wonder why we never got to say all of the things I never said but could have told you. Every night you're out of sight. I need you, want you. I'm broken. Sky
And I had listened to Cartoon World so many times that in my head I'm just hearing the ghost of you coming in straight away over the top of that.
Yeah, I
You're
agree.
probably the
I'm the same. Yes.
I already hear it in my head. So yeah, that was a great co-write with Darren Parry, and I know he's justifiably proud of that song. When we were doing the Cartoon World album, Nigel Voyle was managing us, old friend of mine. I mean, you've known him for almost as long as I have, but very old friend. And he was saying, what should be the first single? It should be something that's different. It should be something, because a lot of people were saying, oh, maybe Broken should be the first single. It was like, well, maybe that's exactly what you'd expect from the Korgis. Lots of harmonies, nice stuff, nice song. Why don't we release something that is really different, that everyone go, oh God, really? That's the Korgis. That's never saw that coming. And so we decided to release The Ghost of You, and this was something that was initiated by James, where he came and just had this little tune. I can't remember whether I tagged the chorus onto it or not afterwards. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But yeah, it was just done. We got a lot of the grooves together and everything in the studio before lyrics were really written. What it was. But of course, you can have a lot of fun with video for something like The Ghost of You, because it's, what does it mean, and so we got a whole load of things going through other things, even Marilyn Monroe, and James seemed to be joined at the hip for a little while, which is a very nice thing to, if you're James, So here we are. This was the first single, The Ghost of You. In the middle of it, every now and then I end up writing nursery rhymes, I think. I was kind of inspired by, yesterday upon the stairs I saw a man that wasn't there. I saw him once again today. That particular rhyme. And slight tongue twisters. So in the middle of that, we've got the nothing hurts like there's nothing left. What once was more, once more is less, rather. Yeah. So there's a few of those that go through the songs. I mean, the other one is at the end of Mud Huts. Maybe we should find a cave and hide so no one sees. The ones that once were strong are now just standing on their knees. We just stop and take a breath, please. So there's a few of them littered through all of these recent original albums. But yeah, I think this was the first kind of nursery rhyme that I wrote.
Listen to it with different ears now.
There we are. Okay, so here we are. I'm going to find it. This is The Ghost of You coming at you up on the screen.
You're staring at me, your eyes are lead. You speak a language that's cold and dead. I call your name out, but you're not you. We're lost in a bad dream. And I've got nothing to bargain with. Your sculptured face set in amethyst. You walk straight at me, but you're not here. You're part of the slipstream. Yes, I'm in love with the ghost of you. But I just can't seem to hold you. You're always passing through. Yes, I'm in love with nothing left. What once was more, once more is less. Nothing hurts like there's nothing left. There's nothing left. There's nothing left. Nothing hurts like there's nothing left. What once was more, once more is less. Nothing hurts like there's nothing left. There's nothing left. There's nothing. Yes, I'm in love with a ghost of you, but I just can't seem to hold you. You're always passing through. Yes, I'm in love with a ghost of you. If there was one thing I could do, but I just can't seem to hold you. You're always passing through. If there was one thing that I could do, you're always passing through. Passing
Yeah, The Ghost of You.
Great to
I
see
like
that
that.
again.
Yeah, I got a soft spot for that song, and it is completely different to anything else that's on the album as well, isn't it? Yeah, very good. We're still going on up there, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, Elaine, you've got something going on, haven't you?
I know there's something going on. Yep, I'm really excited to share that I'm going to be doing my own live stream.
Ooh!
With Al's help, of course. My goodness me. All these buttons and things. Oh my goodness, all this tech. I'm going to be talking to my guests about their life in music, their inspirations, aspirations, and what they've done with themselves through their lives, and where they've been, where they're going, when it all started. Lots of questions, really. So I'm not going to share who my first guest is yet. This live stream is called Strength of a Woman, and it's starting live on the 4th of July.
It's starting the 7th of July. I've just checked it,
7th
actually.
of July.
Yeah, 7th of July. The 4th of July. The
What's
4th of July is
July?
American Independence Day, and we didn't want to get it mixed up in the whole Trump thing. So, 7th of July is a Monday.
I better I'll make a note of that. Yes, 7th of July. Can't erase that now, can we? We're live.
You can actually. You can go into these YouTube things and snip things out. I found out afterwards.
No worries.
Yeah.
No worries. But we're looking forward to that. So you can tune into that. That'd be nice. Or tell your lady friends.
Yeah. We'll be shouting. Yeah, we'll be shouting about that quite a bit. We'll send out Korgis newsletter right around that time and see if we can get as many people to kind of tune in as possible.
Yeah, it'd be nice. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Nothing like a chin wag.
Yeah.
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 A few
that's
chins.
Right. And some of your guests are going to be musical guests as well.
Oh,
aren't
definitely.
They? So,
Mostly musical. People, women really in music. On creative work, really.
Yeah.
But my first thought really is for people in music to. And my first guest, I'll give you a little clue.
Oh.
She plays various instruments and sings a little bit, singer-songwriter. And that's all I'm going to say for now,
Right,
but I
okay.
love her to bits. She makes me smile, and I'm really looking forward to it, and so is she. So there we are. All will be revealed
on July the 7th, not the 4th.
A little bit, we'll reveal a bit more before then, but looking forward to it. So please, if you see something advertised on Facebook or whatever, if you just could share, that would be lovely. I would really appreciate it. So,
great.
There we go.
Great. We'll look forward to seeing you all there. I may be hiding a little bit out of sight,
Yeah, you're not wearing that jacket.
No? Oh. Spoil sport.
Yes, you'll be directing from
Directing from
behind
afar.
the scenes. Yeah.
Fantastic. Something to look out for. That'll be a great series. I think it'll be interesting to have, rather than me warbling on about a whole load of things in the way that I do things. It'll be good to hear a different take.
Different warbler.
Different warbler.
And this is just going to be a monthly live stream. Okay, so there we are. Monthly for now. We'll see how things go.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good. I look forward to that. Moving on towards the end of Cartoon World, and I know I was sat having a little chat with Alan Draper on the last gig, who wrote the Stackridge book On Track, and also reviewed Cartoon World, and I know he was particularly fond of the last 2 tracks on the album, which were of course Cartoon World and The Best Thing You Can Do Is Love Someone. Cartoon World, I think John Baker started this off by giving some lyrics. I think it was pictures, captions, words in bubbles, everyone has a cartoon double was one of the first things that he gave us. He did a few more than that as well, and that kind of just inspired, because we were talking about, this album is probably going to be called Cartoon World, but I think we knew it was going to be called Cartoon World before we'd written the song Cartoon World. So I was then figuring out what that was about. I mean, lyrically, this song, especially the middle 8, if anyone has listened to Father John Misty, this is very inspired by Father John Misty. All the things like the movie set to Cycle Now, all of that sort of stuff is very Father John Misty. As some of the stuff from my new album apparently is, that I've been told that there's quite a bit of stuff there. But then I do have all of his albums. I do listen to it quite a lot, so it's not really a surprise, is it? This next one, Cartoon World, we have a, and I've got to remember his name now, a video, Thingamy's the Taylors, Thingamy Taylor. You guys all know him. Tell me his first name. Who did the original video for Dora, the Female Explorer, way back when he was a primary school teacher, and he got his kids to do the video for Dora. Was it David Taylor?
I'm terrible with names.
Yeah. Could be. I could probably find it in a second. But no, I don't think it is not David Taylor. It's not James Taylor, I know that. But that will come to me as it goes along. But he did a rather brilliant spoof on the Royals at this point. The Queen was still alive. We stopped using the video for a little while just after she died as a mark of respect. But a rather nice video for this. And this is Cartoon World, which I'm going to stick up on screen. Here we go.
Pictures, captions, words in bubbles. Everyone has a cartoon double. Say what you want in a page of squares. It's all great fun, no one will care. But off the page I'm cold and tense, and nothing I do seems to make much sense. There's There's not too much to shout about in Disney World when the lights go out and there's no one to say cut. We're living in a cartoon world. I'm living with a cartoon girl. She's sweet in every way, loves me any time of day. All I have to do is say the word. Haven't you heard that you're a cartoon girl? Not sure I'm cut out for this cardboard world. Maybe it's just me, I like it how it used to be in the 70s. It's so easy, nothing matters. When it's not real, then nothing shattered. Facing life in a world of dreams. Fantasy is what it seems, but when the night comes cold and dark, reality sure leaves its mark. The world's not shut in black and white. What can I do but close my eyes and dream emotion stops? We're living in a cartoon world. I'm living with a cartoon girl. She's sweet in every way, loves me any time of day. All I have to do is say the word. Haven't you heard that you're a cartoon girl? Not sure I'm cut out for this cardboard world. Maybe it's just me, I like it how it used to be in the 70s. Till the money gone, we are cartoon slaves. The latest, trendiest trend, the flash sales are what we crave. The movies sent to cycle around. The script says we're entitled now. The story won't allow us to go back. Haven't you heard this is a cartoon life? I'm living with a cartoon wife. Wouldn't you agree we liked it how it used to be in the 70s? Remember how it used to be in the 70s?
Ah, there we are. Charles and the Queen doing the Stanley at the end of that all.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Very good. Yeah, that's a very nice song. And the idea was when we recorded it that it would be more or less just the three of us, John, James and I, doing the harmonies. We weren't layering all those big blocks of backing vocals. It was something that we could have done with three acoustic guitars. In fact, I think there is a version of it with us doing it with just three acoustic guitars, which is quite nice. Yeah, and I've got a soft spot for that particular song. There we are. We come to the last song on Cartoon World, which is The Best Thing You Can Do Is Love Someone. There's a couple of funny things about this. I mean, one, okay, the actual writing of the song, James, again, he did the same on the ALienated Nations stuff where he went, we haven't got an emotive song, we need an emotive song. And in the end up, we wrote Sticky Note for the End of the World, which turned out not to be an emotive song because it's about the end of the world. And so we had another stab at it and came back with You Haunt Me, all right, which is an emotive song. So we did that for there. But our attempt here was he said, we need an emotive song. And I said, well, I've got a title. I said, the best thing you could do is love someone. And I said, I think it should be really repetitive and should not, do very much. And I think I'd analysed Everybody's Got to Learn sometime a little bit and went, the reason people love it so much is it's hardly anything in it. It's really easy to get, but everything that is in it is really memorable. And so it wasn't that we both went off to write it. James really quickly sent me something back and he said, I've got something for this, but I don't know if it's any good. And maybe I have played this once before. It was obviously really late at night and it was really quiet. It was kind of the best thing you can do. And it was some really nice stuff in it. But I felt that it was like so introspective. It was like really introspective Paul Simon, Paul Simon at his quietest, There we are, that kind of thing. So he said, I don't think it really does the job, does it? And I said, no, I don't think it really does the job. Nice though it is, I don't think it does. Why don't I go and try and have a go? And so I came back and then wrote some of the verses for what is the song now. But then I managed to grab his middle eight, and that was actually brilliant because it was the breath of fresh air right in the middle of it all, where it all kind of stretches out and expands. That was a really nice thing to have in it. And just like, you're always proud of the bits that you write, but I know with that particular song, whenever I was playing it to people were going, yeah, it's really nice. In the middle, they come in and they go, there, that's the Korgis sound right there, that middle eight, that's it. They go, damn it. But it's true. That's why I wanted it in there, because it was just so great. And of course that became the whole outro sequence as well. And so we knew we had quite a special song. Well, not everyone did. Some people went, I think Kerry was one of them, who said, a bit bored now, best thing you can do is love someone, best thing you can do is love someone. And Nigel Boyle went, for God's sake, write some more lyrics. What's the matter with you?
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
I mean, everyone came round to it eventually, but I was adamant. I kept saying, no, that's the point. That's the point, is you repeat that line and repeat that line and repeat that line. And of course it's the one we always end the shows with these days, and everyone always sings along, and everyone comes and says, that song's, is great. So it stood the test of time. It stood 4 years.
So far.
So when we came to then record it, it was like we thought, well, this is a special song and it has global connotation. We're just coming out of COVID, all that. And, it was like the whole world was just in a disaster zone, really. And so we thought this is a really nice message just for everyone. It would be nice if we could get some other people singing on it. And we were already in touch with Laura Prince in Paris, who's a great jazz singer. And we thought, well, maybe she would do something on it. And then Nigel Boyle and I were busy trying to get our Instagram followers up. And I said to Nigel, why don't you just look for everyone that's ever done a version of Everybody's Got to Learn Sometime and just go and make a comment on it. And of course, some of them you hear, you go, that's awful. That's an awful version. And Nigel will be going, do I have to make a comment? I go, no, you don't have to make a comment on it. But every now and then someone would come up and you go, oh, that's brilliant, that's gorgeous. And one that came up that blew us all away completely was a guy called Cher Delican, and we listened to it, and it's just him sat on his bed with an acoustic guitar just singing the song, and he just has the voice of an angel, incredible singer. And so we got talking to him and just said, what a fantastic version of the song. And he said it's brilliant. I've always loved the Korgis, and particularly love this song. I'd love to come along and see you sometime. And by the way, if you want to come and see my band at some point, feel free. I'm with Gorillaz, with Damon Albarn. We went, oh, really? Okay. And so after just a bit of communication with him, we did a Zoom call. Everyone agreed to kind of do some vocals on it, and tried to just make it into something a little bit bigger. And it did really change the way that it sounded with Cher and Laura on it. It just turned it into something else, altogether. And so that's the version we're going to play here. There's another version on Kool Hits where Emmy takes the lead at the end, and she does a brilliant job of that too. So here we are. I'm going to play The Best Thing You Can Do Is Love Someone, coming at you now, up on screen.
In these strangest times, stuck here in Babylon, sometimes the best thing you can do is to love someone. We can lead the blind with our dark shades on. Sometimes
Tell you what, I'm going to find another version of that as well, because that is pretty rubbish, isn't it? 2 seconds. Let's just see if I can find that one. Same thing. Ableton songs, import. Gosh. It's here somewhere. Okay, I think I'm going to have to click on here. Find it. The best thing you can do. Video is what I'm looking for, and that is not too easy to find. Let's see. Looking for video. Could be there. Sorry, 2 seconds. Let's try this one. Let's see what this is like. Talk amongst yourselves. This is a warning. If you ever save stuff off onto SD cards, save it off onto 10 different SD cards, because every now and then one of them corrupts, which is what has been happening to a couple of these videos here. Hopefully this one will be better. I think this is one of the ones that we used live, so hopefully this is better. We'll soon find out. Here we go. Back up on screen now.
in these strangest times, stuck here in Babylon, sometimes the best thing we can do is to love someone. We can lead the blind with our dark shades on. Sometimes the best thing we can do is to love someone. When there are no songs for the one that's finally gone, sometimes the best thing you can do is to love someone.
When the doctor's best isn't good enough, sometimes the best thing you can do is to love someone. When the hope's gone west, we don't need strong or tough. Sometimes the best thing you can do is to love someone.
It's not hard to tell when someone's been to hell.
It's when the best thing you can do is to love someone.
When I come home tonight, will you seem like a stranger? This is where it started.
And the best thing you can do is to love someone. Old folks live with fear, and the world's gone mad. And the best thing you can do is to love someone. When words don't bring comfort in anything, yeah. The best thing you can do, maybe the only thing to do. Oh, the best thing you can do
is to love someone.
is to love someone. Is to love someone, 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 someone. Is to love someone, 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 someone.
It's to love someone.
What's the best thing?
It's to love someone. It's to love someone. Can you help me say it's to love?
Sometimes the best thing you can do is to love
Help me say it. I wanna love. I wanna love.
Who's the best thing in
The best thing you can do. The best thing you can do.
best thing you can do.
Yeah, very nice way to finish the album, that was.
What's the message? What's the message?
I can't remember the line now. It comes a few times in the song. Yeah, there we are. A great adventure doing that song was. It took a lot of pulling it all together and pulling the video together because, of course, everyone's sending in video footage separately. Laura lives in Paris. Cher lives in London. So it took a wee bit of effort to get it together. Maro, nice to see you. How are you doing? How is the weather out in sunny Brazil? Sunnier than here, I reckon. It's been a bit drizzly. Been tropical but drizzly. so nice and warm, but not as warm as Sao Paulo. Yeah. I think actually we're going to leave that. We're going to leave that there because we've conveniently come to the end of Cool Hits. No live stream next week because I'm away on holiday. I think we'll be able to squeeze the one in on the Thursday when I get back. I think I'm not going to have much jet lag from Italy, really, am I? So I think we can squeeze one in then. I might see if Paul's around this time. See if he doesn't get a gig. Doesn't get a gig at the last minute. Other stuff. What was I going to say? Next gig is Spa Pavilion across in Felixstowe. I know that's a bleeding long way to go, but if you are a Beatles fan, it might be worth it because there's a whole weekend of Beatles-related stuff. We're kicking off the weekend as a kind of Beatles-related band. We are actually going to be playing a few Beatles songs that we've never played before.
Yeah.
In fact, we haven't rehearsed them yet. So, but what could possibly go wrong? Nothing. And we're bringing back some of the other Beatles songs that we've done through the ages, like Tomorrow Never Knows. We're doing the end section of the Abbey Road medley, which John Baker's just been practicing his part because there's a really hairy bit where he has to go. You know where it goes at the end, where it goes dun 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 dun, and in the end. Well, what happens is he plays that. And then I hit the click, and the click comes in a completely random place, and he has to just carry on and just slot in with the click as if nothing has happened. Okay? I think the only keyboard player that has ever managed it was Nigel Hart, who managed it once, and then the other time he messed it up. Everyone else has gone. The minute the click comes in, they kind of go faster and slower and all sorts of stuff. And the idea is you just keep going as it is, and your brain will naturally click you into the click. I tried it and I couldn't get it wrong. It's like every time I tried, I thought that's so easy. That's just right.
It's just ingrained.
But it's obviously something with some people where they hear a click and they go, oh, where am I? I'm going to have to try and get in. As opposed to just, if you just keep playing, you will naturally go in with it.
Well, we'll have to film him just in case, in case it goes wrong. No, it'll be great. I have every faith.
Yeah, so that should be good. I mean, May will probably do a day in the life, I would imagine. Have we done any other Beatles songs? I think we have, but we've only done other Beatles songs with a big band. We did All You Need Is Love on the orchestra gig, but I think without the orchestra that might be a little bit of a failure. However, the rest of it is a full show across there. A lovely theatre, the Spa Pavilion. It's quite big. There are tickets left, so please, if you fancy going across there. I know Nigel Pearce, the DJ from Radio Norwich, is also doing a whole Beatles memorabilia thing of stuff that was inside the Apple buildings. He was obviously involved in that at the time, so he does a whole show based on that. The Quarrymen are there, which was the band before the Beatles that John Lennon was in. There's some kind of Beatles tribute act as well, and there's somebody else on. I can't remember who it is, but yeah, some good stuff all weekend. So worth going across there if you're a bit of a Beatles fan, as most of us are. That should be a great weekend.
What's the date of that one?
That is the 17th, I think. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. I'm about 3 days out, which is about the same as you were. It's the 20th. June the 20th, which is Friday, so we kick off the Friday of that whole weekend. We've just been chatting through the new Korgis show, the Korgis at the End of the World. So Chapel Arts, that will be a completely new show. It'll be a bit like a greatest hits. We'll be doing some of our favourite songs from all of these original albums, as well as obviously the Korgis classics, bringing back some of the Stackridge stuff we haven't played for a good while. So for the Stackridge fans, there's something more there for you. So that should be very exciting. And also, you will find this out before. We're not going to say what it is, but we've just been talking about new stage gear altogether. We will unveil that before the show, just so you can go, oh my God, what have they done now? As if these jackets weren't bad enough.
You could auction these jackets.
Oh, we're still going to put these on when we do a Kartoon World bit, and we'll still put these on. We'll still,
right.
yeah, why not? And then after that, straight away after the Chapel Arts gig, we have Hebden Bridge. So if you're up north, like people like Andy Swain and Brian, if you come along, please. Hebden Bridge, great. By strange coincidence, I was there the other day. In the Trades Club at Hebden Bridge. We were looking for somewhere to eat, and I think it was Leah said, oh, there's a Vietnamese restaurant. Oh, it's not really a restaurant, it's more of a bar, so actually there probably won't be a wait for it. So as we're walking up and going, hey, that's Trades Club, I'm playing there next month. And they went, no way, because that's where we're eating. And they've got a little kitchen with a Vietnamese woman who cooks all this stuff. That was great food as well. So I look forward to that. I hope they feed us when we go up there. If not, I'm going to have to buy some anyway. Vietnamese food and beer. What a great combination.
What a combination.
Yeah. So Hebden Bridge, that'll be great.
Okay.
And not forgetting the Carl Shelton gig, Crier Arts, that's been was postponed till October. And of course, if anyone fancies a French adventure, we have several French adventures. You're coming on the one in September, aren't you? Early September, where we're going to be. It's just a one-off gig, that, but we'll be out the night before and going back the day after. So we're there for a little while. And then we've got a whole extended adventure in October. And it looks like there may even be a gig, Ingo, I know you know this, there may even be a gig in Cologne, or Köln, as they call it in Germany, the night before on the Friday. So we've definitely got a gig in France near the border of Luxembourg on the Saturday. We've got a gig in Belgium, but it's only an hour and a half north, so it's not too far, on the Sunday. We've got 3 days off, and then Thursday and Saturday we're across in Brittany Way. and then back eventually. So if anyone fancies coming out for some of that trip or whatever and hanging out with us, you are very welcome. I'm sure there will be some alcohol will be consumed, and much merriment will be had by all. Yeah, looking forward to the friendships. That's going to be a good laugh.
Yeah.
And that'll probably be a bit of a hybrid show. So we won't go back and do a lot of the Time Machine stories because we're playing to a foreign audience, but we may bring back some more of the covers for that. Danielle will be pleased to know we may well bring back Total Eclipse of the Heart for that.
Oh dear.
She'll love it, won't she? She'll love it. She'll be so disappointed that we're taking it out of the next show. So there we are. Don't forget, no live stream next week, but hopefully the week after when I get back from Italy, and we'll carry on. We'll look at some of the stuff from Kool Hits. I know Kool Hits is a bit of a greatest hits, or it's a bit of a mop up, as well as a few songs like Always a Sunny Day, Fast and Loose, Happy Man, that were never on anything else. But there's also like the extended edition of Magic Money Tree, different version of Bringing Back the Spirit of Love, different version of Everybody's Got to Learn Sometime, and the newer version of If I Had You, of course, with real strings on and stuff. So there's a few different ones in there. Don't Look Back, one of my personal favourites, and Mauro, I know, your favourite. So we will be looking at that 2 weeks today. We'll definitely bring up Don't Look Back for you, especially Mauro, if you can make it 2 weeks today.
Exciting.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Great to look forward to.
Thank you, Elaine, for joining us.
You're very welcome.
Right.
I'm glad I could fill in for my husband's.
Yeah. Off gigging again. Gigging. He's always gigging. Yeah. He's actually so busy, Paul. It's like, I've got Paul's diary, and it's just like there's stuff everywhere in it. So it was like when I found a Thursday that he half on, Paul, come in and do the live stream. You've got a Thursday off. And he went, I've got a gig now. Can't do it.
But he was coming in, wasn't he?
He was coming.
The gig came in 2 days ago.
Yeah, he was.
So, but he's a happy man. Do you see what I did there?
Oh.
Happy man when he's drumming. So
yeah,
there we go.
Yeah.
And I'm happy if he's happy. I could have said I'm happy if he's out of the house, but I don't mean that.
No, of course you don't. Of course you don't. Sorry, I've got to find... here we go. This was the screen I was on. So we are going to sign off with the... hopefully, the proper... I might need to find this again. Live stream. End live stream. So I'm going to go somewhere else to find this. Because I thought we might get all the way to the Kool Hits stuff, and I might sign off with the Kool Hits one, but we won't. We'll leave that to next time. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks time. So here we are, signing off the live stream. Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, that's it. And we'll see you in 2 weeks. Up on screen. Bye, guys.
Bye. Have a good couple of weeks.
Any second.